Hello, have a seat. Today we're going to be doing a little drawing. Who'd have thought, right? So I don't have everything planned to a T, but I have a couple vague ideas of what I'd like to do. It's October 1st. I'd like to start doing some kind of challenge for the month. And I found this adorable prompt list on the Pinterest by the.petite.planner. It's called the October Oodles of Doodles Challenge. And what I really liked about this one is it's like very specific visuals. Like it doesn't take a lot of creativity to read one of these prompts and know exactly what you need to draw, like Spellbook. Okay, you draw a Spellbook. And I like that it's simple because it's meant for like doodles. So it's much more accomplishable as a daily challenge. It's only 30 days long. It's in October 31 days long. Well, it also makes it more accomplishable, doesn't it? But what I really want to do is kind of focus on not so much the creativity in a challenge, but like the functionality, like the logistics. I don't know what the word is. I think my whole goal is to try and just make it simple so that it actually happens. And here's the other part that I'm mixing in. So I'm going to do it mostly as line art, thinking maybe each drawing would be like the size of a sticky note, but I'll probably cut it out of a different paper because I'm extra. But the other thing that I was about to say before I got distracted by myself is that I've always really liked like floral line arty doodles, like with the lines and the little leaves and the flowers. So I think I want to try and incorporate that into each and every one of the prompts. And I've collected a bunch of references of kind of what I'm talking about. I'll have everything linked in the description, the references, the doodle challenge. I'll also get my sketchbook here so we can like sketch things before we finalize them. It's the way I can like summarize all this. Florals, line art, doodles. There you go. Let's get into it. Day one. Let's do a little prep work and cut these 21 centimeters. You can't divide that in half. Feels like it folded in half. We'll cut those. Huh. It did end up smaller than this, but I had to divide it by the paper size, you know? Anyway, maybe we should just work on the first one here. The prompt was Spellbook, so obviously I want to draw a Spellbook. So if we put like the Spellbook on its side, I feel like sometimes they have like reinforced corners. Where do I put the flowers though? I kind of want that to be very purposeful from the beginning. Just like the idea of like lots of little pages sticking out. And then maybe those little like, I don't know, where they crosses, stars or something. Okay, we've gone a long way and not included any of my little doodle flowers. So I could have differently, like had the book be opened, right? And then there's like flowers growing out of it. That's another option. Or we could have like a little bouquet laying on top. Thing is, I want the line art to really be readable, so I don't want like things super layered, you know, if that makes sense. I do really like this. Like, I like the idea of like the pages sticking out, the little reinforced corners, the binding's cute. Where do I put the flowers? I could put like a vase on top. Ooh, if it's a spellbook though, maybe not a vase, but a vial. So like something you keep potions in, right? With the flowers sticking out. So if we're trying to fit it into a square, and I'm thinking literally keep the book flatter. See how this is kind of like angled up, so you see a lot of the top. Maybe if you see less of the top, it's more on its side. Then you could put a vase on here and it'd look kind of cute. That's too tall though, because now there's no room for the flowers. What does a potion look like? Maybe I'm just not thinking clearly. Potion. Okay, so more like squatted with like maybe a label on it. So keep the circle idea and give it a little edge at the top, string, and then a label. Maybe put a heart on it because it's a love potion that's making the flowers grow. Ooh, or I could put a little poison, like a little. Ooh, I like that idea. But now like the spellbook isn't really the main thing, but I mean the prompt is just to prompt you, right? And I said it like gives you a really nice visual so you don't have to add all these other things, but I did add the other things, so I'm not gonna like throw them away. That would just be a waste. Don't you think? So we're gonna have little flowers that kind of fit into this area. And these are what I'm really excited to do line art on. These little flowers. Yeah, I definitely need some practice with this. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but it's looking all right. Ta-da! I think that is a great idea. The next thing we need to figure out oh wait, you know what makes it more magical? You know it. Magic dust and dots. Yes. Do I want to make them this small though? See, I was going to use either a 0.5, which is like my favorite line art size, or I was gonna use this plastic nib that I got in the Art Snacks box. So it's like this thick, you know? Ooh, that's nice. Let me see it next to the 0.5. Oh, the 0.5 is actually thinner, so maybe we'll have to use both of those. So now I'm gonna like quickly sketch it with the pencil again. There's like a little bit of space here. Then the book was up here. And then we had a potion bottle with its little lip. Okay, I'm drawing it even smaller, aren't I? I mean, it gives you more space for the flower, but Spellbook was the main prompt, so I want to make that bigger. I'm gonna make it a thicker Spellbook. Start with a rectangle, send that off into the distance. Now, since I have the top of this dipping down, the potion bottle should also kind of be coming from a slightly lower place if it's in the middle. So we'll draw it kind of slightly into the book. Maybe put the skull on here. Daisy thing here. What was the daisy thing here? And some leaves on that. Then you need something extra, like baby's breath or something. I like the composition of that. We're a little high. See how much space I have there? We should probably have a similar amount of space. If I cut down the baby's breath, maybe. All right, let's start with the thinner one. So that's the 0.5. Do this book, because I think it's pretty much taken care of. Little crinkly pages. Maybe some like dots and weathered texture. Ta-da! Okay, I like that. All right, we have to do these guys. The flowers is what I'm most nervous about, but it's also what I want to practice the most, so it makes sense. A little tag. No, the flowers, I don't know. Which flowers are the most important? Draw those first so that they're definitely in the front, you know what I'm saying? I really like this one. Okay, I like that. I like that. I give it a little bit more three-dimensionality. Is that a word? Do the same with this guy. Then they each need a stem. I guess we'll be just a solid line. Oh, I haven't drawn this skull on here yet. Did you do that? So I kind of misjudged that. But now I can fit this guy in. Do you want to add this baby's breath too? Or is this too much? I'm replacing that little piece with the baby's breath. Moving this down to try and avoid this tangent. And it needs some kind of line coming down through here. All right, let's erase it. I'm not entirely sure if this makes any sense, but I want to erase all this pencil. Ooh, I kind of like it. It needs some potion in here. Some bubbles. Oh, and then the magic bits, of course. Hey, should I show you a close-up? Here we go, day one. Spellbook. Oh, I meant to make those stars, shoot. Oh well, so the thing with daily challenges, it kind of teaches you, you don't have to be perfect. Sometimes you just gotta get it done. So here we go, day one. All right, see you tomorrow. I'm back again. Prompt word is witch's hat, which I love. Do I wanna just do another like still life vibe, or do I wanna put it on a head? I also need the flowers and stuff. Still life is speaking to me, because I do want to keep them simple so that I actually get them done, you know? We could put flowers in this little area. I feel like more viney looking things might make sense. I mean, there are those flowers that actually have like multiple buds on a stem, you know? Kind of trying to stick to a similar type of flower for each. So like this one I used more like daisies and stuff, and then this one, I'm not sure what these are. Like they have more like triangle-y shaped petals. That works. So how would we actually fit this? I might have to shrink the brim of the hat or maybe make the top of it bigger in comparison. Let's see. So the rim, it all has to fit. I kind of want to keep this similar gap space so it fits nicely and doesn't get too close to the edges. Then I need the hat. And I need the hat part, which I kind of would like to make a little loosier. We want it to be one of those kinds that's kind of like wrinkly. Let's add that. I want to say peonies, but I don't think that's what those are. You could add some of these kind of flowies, just like one. Now there's a lot of empty space here, which I didn't have because before I had this curling way more. So I think we actually need this to curl way more. There's the logic there. It's just too much empty space. All right, it is definitely time for the liner. I don't want to spend any more time on this. We're trying to keep these simple and accomplishable. Let's start with the flowers because I can't really actually tell where they are. So we'll start there. I kind of want to change this piece up, kind of fill that space. Definitely needed this thing. Let's put that in. Could draw in the belt buckle. And add its little petals. That looks nice. Oh, wait. I was like, I'm done. No, I think you need to add the hat in. All right, make sure that's dry. And then we'll erase all the pencil. Looks lovely. It needs a little magic juju. Really want to color that hat in. But I think I did the job of including the prompt word, which was witch's hat. So now that's 2. Yes, I think that does it. And I'll see you on day 3. All right, so day 3, the prompt is skull. So I feel like that already gathers a decent image. But what might be cute, this is just a different idea. What if it's a pumpkin that's shaped like a skull? I've just had this visual in my head and I kind of want to try it. Maybe it's only vaguely skull shaped, but it's obviously going to have a stem on the top because it's a pumpkin. Wow, I'm like, I love this prompt list because it's like so simple, like visual, and you don't have to think about it too much. And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a pumpkin that's a skull. What if I made it more skull-like, guys? It's a little too jack-o'-lantern. What do I think of this? I am not in love with it. I really want to draw a pumpkin. Let me look ahead. Jack-o'-lantern is day 10. All right, made my decision. Let's just do the simpler, boringer idea. Is that what a skull looks like? Cute big eyes. I think we're getting more detailed than I really want to go, but we can still use this for some ideas if the flowers are kind of coming out of it. I don't know about that. Maybe something more cartoony so it's cuter. We could do like the skull and crossbones that was on that. Redeem myself there. Does it actually go behind? I feel like it usually goes underneath. So both of those are more like still life vibe. And this isn't so much, unless I put it on a potion bottle again. So way to use this cute thing, but maybe turn it on its side. Just have flowers coming up from behind. Maybe have some come up in front. Okay, that's actually getting cute. If we're putting it in a square, we need the composition to reflect that. All right, we've got the vague idea. I don't have it perfectly down. I think I can grab one of my little cubes and kind of work at it here because it's just the composition that really needs work and I can erase pretty easily. It's fine. Eyeballs, make them really circular. I could make it cuter this way. Watch this, watch this, watch. Ah! Is that weird? Or do I want them bigger eyes? I think the bigger eyes is better. I like the perfectly circular ones. Figuring most of the flowers will be in this region. Put a rose here-ish. I mean, let's keep it kind of simple. This is my roses. There's just a bunch of squirgles. Since these are like a heavier flower, I feel like we're gonna need some more of those like triangle-y sort of leaves. Maybe add a little crack here for some texture. Oh yeah. Line art time! Start with the roses because they'll scare the bejeebies out of me. I think I'm making it too detailed. I think I wanted it to be more squiggly. That's fine. It's fine. Let's try this one. I like the cartooniness of this. I don't know if it's quite rose-like or if it's like a different kind of flower, but it's cute. I want these little thingies. I don't know. But I do want this skull because he's kind of the prompt. I don't know if you remember the big old teeth and this crack. Just a few more flowers. I kind of like the way I just sort of like scribbled and then they kind of look more like roses than when I try really hard. Now we need to add this last rose or whatever flower it actually looks like. I am not sure. All right, let's erase it and see what it actually looks like because sometimes it changes. Oh, it looks really good. Should I add some little magic particles too? They could fit up here. Should I fill in the eyes black? I probably should. Here's a 10. Watch how thick this guy is. Look at it. Do you see a difference? Makes quick work of it. I like this one. The composition is a little janky, especially right here. I don't know, do I just add like another leaf? Wow, I don't know which one's my favorite. I think I'm starting to get a vibe for how to do the doodly flowers. And then I really like the pop of the eyes. I think I'm getting a feel for this. How fun. I know we're only like 3 days in, but I'm vibing with it. I'm vibing with it. All right. See you next time. It's time for day 4's prompt, which I actually haven't even looked at it. Day 4, spider web. I love drawing spider webs because like you pick a center and then you have all these edges, so you just kind of like put lines and they don't have to be like perfect. And then you just add these things between them. I love drawing webs, but I'm kind of getting lazy with it. Oh, you need a spider, don't we? What if he's like coming down? Ooh, I don't like spiders. Oh, that actually bothered me a little bit. How do I include flowers into this though? What if there's like a spider web in here somewhere? I can include some more flowers. Make it more of a composition. So it can kind of fit inside a square, you know? It looks a little blank though. What if the spiders bigger maybe. Oh, I hate, just the legs make me uncomfortable. Not quite it. We're gonna need some more paper, I think. Square. What if they're, oh, but there's nothing to connect it down at the bottom. What did I do before? Keep on, oh, it just went off the page. So far, nothing's come off the page, so I'd like to refrain from that if at all possible. Nah, it's just, where's the other ones? There's just a lot more going on in these, and this one feels a bit of a cop-out. So maybe another option here. They're just both dainty things. See how the other prompts were something of substance and then you add the dainty flowers? Whereas web is the dainty thing. So you have both and it's just like double dainty. So what I'm thinking is I just need to do a really big spider. I hate it. I hate it. Just gonna throw some stuff in, see. The legs of the spider are still dainty, so it kind of have the same problem. Like it's competing with the florally stuff. So what do I do about that? What if we just do like a web and then just throw some flowers in here? It's too dainty! What if we fit it into a shape? So like this is your square, then you go like a heart, and then you can put a web in there. Then what? I have no idea. Never mind. Ooh, there's such thing as a spider flower. Oh, a spider lily. Look at this picture. That's kind of the idea I had, but you know, in real life, could try it. So the way this looks is you got like a flower here, a flower up here, and then the stem. And then there's actually another flower back here. And then from there, this spider web actually is like hanging. It just works better in real life than it does in this. Let's fit it into this area maybe. And maybe there's some webs kind of going further. And what if the spider is kind of hanging down into this space? That's not bad. Problem is it's like floating there, which makes 0 sense. It also just feels dainty still. Maybe if we just make it darker, it'll fill it in. Okay. Should we try it? What could it hurt? If I really hate it, it doesn't matter. It's a daily challenge. We'll do a different one tomorrow. Don't think I really want to change anything about it. We got the flower head here. This is kind of coming down this way. So then the web all ends up in here. And you need a bunch of these things. And then the spider has to hang somewhere. I want them to be kind of big and noticeable. Okay, the spider ended up too big. It's not the prompt anyway. It's to be a little smaller. Okay, that's better. So let's try and add all those things. Don't really need to go back over the web. I think everything's pretty much the way it needs to be for line art. I could lighten it a little bit before I do the line art. And switch to this guy. I'm gonna start with the flowers. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. And then I think the weight of it separates it from the dainty web. What we'll see when it's all done. Let's just do all the flowers now while I've kind of got a vibe for it. Wonderful. I love it. All right, now it's time for the web, which is kind of my favorite part, but I hope it doesn't ruin anything. Keeping it a little daintier than the other lines. Add some extra little lines. Now this spider, kind of want to have a reference for. Basically you have like a line coming down. A little booty. You can see every leg. Next up, erasing. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I think that worked. Yeah, it like kind of doesn't have a connection and it's just floating there in space, but it's also kind of cool. Drawing spiderwebs is so fun. If you have never done it, this is your call to go do that now. I'm really enjoying this. Maybe it's because I paired it with something that I really wanted to learn, but regardless, super happy so far. Onward to day 5 or day 5. I don't know. I never know. I should look at it beforehand. Yeah, we did spiderweb. It is Headstone. I feel like this might be a simple one. Where'd I put my sketchbook? Maybe just a quick sketch to figure it out. We'll start with a square this time. I feel like this is simple. You can just do a nice cartoony looking headstone. Rip, man, rip. And then you just do a bunch of flowers on it. All right, so that's the simple idea. It's just kind of simple. Maybe more flowers. Let me look up headstones because there's like really cool looking ones, you know? Oh wow, look, literally what I'm doing. But it's a design on the headstone, that's funny. Let's look up vintage headstones. Aha, here we got some shape now. Let's try one of these puppies. But then obviously like with the flowers as well. Start with a rectangle. Then maybe some interesting elements. Rest in peace, man. Do I still want to put like the flowers in the same spot? Because now that the headstone's busy, the flowers feel kind of pointless. We could include the flowers in the headstone. Shoot, this is gonna be another difficult one, isn't it? Ah, I thought this one was gonna be easy. I was looking at it yesterday and I was like, well, it looks like an easy one. You just do this. But then I do that and I'm like, kind of want more. Maybe not angle it, maybe do it head on. We could include like the flowers here engraved into the headstone. This was John Smith. Here he lies. That might be the best plan. It's not gonna be the most interesting compositional wise, unless when I draw the square, I literally make the headstone fit inside that square perfectly. I don't know, like the headstone is the composition. That's what I think I need to do. So let's like create a fun shape. I kind of like the idea of it not being symmetrical. Then it also needs to be on a pedestal. Looks like they usually had some kind of border. I think by not making it symmetrical, it's actually hurting the design. Because now it looks like it's at an angle, but then the bottom isn't at an angle. Let's definitely aim for a more square design so it fills the space. Maybe like this. And maybe whatever ends up coming out from there. Could even be more rounded. I like the ones that have like a thing in the center. Ooh, and then we can come around the edge like that. But I don't like it. What did I do differently? I mean, I squished it, I guess. I've changed my mind about this idea. I would have been much happier just replicating that, I think. Let's switch back to the sketchbook and admit defeat. And try again here. Actually, this one's growing on me. If you put more like flowers. Maybe let me try that before I admit total defeat here. So what you need is a big rectangle. And that is your tombstone. And now we're gonna chisel away at it. Oh, it's not your tombstone. I'm not implying anything. Now we need these little like circle-y pieces. Same thing on the other side. And then we can maybe lay some flowers here. They're not gonna be super obvious that they're there, but I think that's probably all we really need. And again, we're gonna be doing another one tomorrow, so we don't have to be super invested. It's more about trying things and seeing how they work. As long as we're improving a little every day, we don't need to be perfect. What's worse, I misspelled it, or that I'm making this joke. I don't feel like I'm being super creative. Maybe if I put flowers here, put all the obituary stuff in this, and then put flowers up here. Then we don't need these guys. We could also add some little greenery coming around the side. All right, let's add in the line art, I think. Let's see how this turns out. Maybe an extra line here. Give it some less fire hydrant-y vibe. Oh, you know what else might help? That like texture stuff. More stone-like. You know what we also could do? We could have the flower coming in front of this. There's not really anything important here. Maybe even add a flower. And then this guy. Alright, there we go. There we go. Got that thing. And around and connect. Round and connect back up here. Let's see if I can do the same thing on the other side. Spin all the way around and back up. Do I want to put like a name on the tombstone? I think we need some kind of name on here. I'm just gonna put John Smith because it's short and it oh, I just misspelled it. Oh my gosh, it's all right. Hey, okay. Oh, you know what it needs? A little magic bits. Maybe John Smith was actually a witch of a large following of other witches. So they buried her as John Smith so no witches would know where this magical body was hidden. Huh? Eh? Hey, some lore for you. Anyway, I didn't actually show you what it looks like. There it is, very simple. Kind of wondering if I should like color something in darker on it. Could add like a thicker line here and down here too, maybe. Just add extra line here too. Okay, and I think that'll do it for now. Is this getting redundant? It's time for another one. Day 6 is haunted house. We still need to maintain tiny doodles. Haunted houses are big and complicated. I could make it like a tree house. No, that's not what I meant. Erase that. A bird house. Because I'm thinking like it needs to be kind of smaller if I want to include flowers of like this size, right? So if it's a haunted bird house, we can put a little birdie in it. But I'll also need to like look up a haunted house because that's the important part. I feel like they have like creepy windows on the top and like fences on the side of the roofs for some reason. And obviously like siding, creepy wooden siding, maybe fancy shingles. Let me look up a haunted house. Oh yeah, like spires and things. Something like pointy at the top. And obviously you need the little hole for the bird. More of that siding stuff. I think it's going to birdhouse. It needs a little more haunted house. Maybe like a separate, I don't know what you call this. Gable? Is it called a gable? But it's like a little piece that sticks out, you know? With another one of them creepy boarded up windows. It's cute, but again, it's like something that like pokes off the edge and I don't want that. So maybe birdhouse isn't the right idea. I mean, it's a cute idea, but maybe it doesn't fit what I need it to right now. The thing is, haunted houses are like so pokey. They're not gonna fit into my square budget. They only have so much space. It feels funky. I feel like for it to be a haunted house, you need like creepy trees. It's version 2. I do need to make it smaller if I want to be able to include flowers. All right, new idea. What if the tree is like the main thing? Then you have like a smaller house. I don't know, but a haunted house, I feel like it needs to have like a lot to it. Like it shouldn't look like a cheap house. I wanted the house to be like smaller and then you could have the moon in there. But again, the flowers don't make it unless I use the tree as my flower. What would that even look like? So you'd have like your trunk, then you would probably come up into 2 pieces from there maybe. And then maybe that splits into 2 pieces, or maybe a couple. I'll do this one, I could put like a little birdie on here. Or a bat. It's a bat house. It's a bat. The birdhouse idea, bat house, sorry, is growing on me. I might even add like another spire here. Okay, I think that's probably what I'll go with. Obviously make it fit into the square a little better. I could probably find some place, maybe like little flower things or add the creepy tree somewhere. I'm not sure, but we're gonna figure it out. Let's grab this guy. So let's start with a little birdhouse. Actually, let me kind of just block in all of the different elements I want. I wanted this to be kind of pointy. I feel like that makes it more creepy. Might as well really play up those features, especially since it's just a bat house. Funny shingles, circle window, maybe a cross. Probably look up a birdhouse. I mean, bat house. I know they look completely different. Like they're usually just like a square with a little roof on it. Oh yeah, they all look exactly the same. Well, our bat is gonna be living in luxury here. They're usually just like a slit, but I'm gonna give it like more of a door. Kind of want to give it a little porch. There's no flowers still. We could give a flower to a bat. I'm thinking again. Maybe they're like growing out of the cracks. Actually not that bad. Like it doesn't make any sense, but it adds that just little of floral, like a little kiss of floral. That might be it. All right, now for the bat. Draw a little head, a little body, some spiky wings. Do I want to add another bat? And we can even add some little magical bits to fill in the space. Oh, you know what I could have done? Add like vines coming around this. I'm gonna make them all the same kind of flower though. Okay, now it makes more sense. All right, perfect. Solved that problem. Let's find some line arts. I want to be able to see, so I'm gonna just roll this on here. Perfect. Line arts. I love how much like detail I can put into this. And then we have a roof. And then we need all these shingles. Then we need this window. I think my shingles keep changing sizes, but that's okay. A little siding. That rundown siding vibe, where they're all kind of different angles. Oh, and then this little guy here with a flower. Oh, and then this flower. And another one. There we go. Hey! I'm happy with that. My little haunted bat house with flowers, of course. One more and we've made it a week. Okay, anyway, we got some more to do, so I won't take up too much of your time. Bye. All right, we're on day 7. That gets us a full week. I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you are too. So this prompt is actually black cat. So what I'm thinking is I want the cat to be like fully inked in, and then we're gonna need flowers to break up the shape. So let's try that out in the sketchbook. So we're gonna need a nice square here to work with. Just start off somewhere. Obviously I'm gonna continue to include the flowers somewhere with a tail. I think I want more silhouette of the cat, because I do want it to kind of just be all filled in with ink. So maybe walking, bulky legs. This kind of fills the square kind of nice, but will look good all filled in like this is the question. So tempted to give it a witch's hat. Just to make it more spooky. Also, I'm gonna need some flowers. I like the composition so much better with a little floral. It's that thinking stage. How do I even do that idea? I keep saying the same idea and it's not happening. So if we have like the silhouette of a cat, keep it more cartoony maybe. So if I fill all this in, so you wouldn't see the difference between any of the limbs, it'd all be one solid shape. Then let me take like a Posca. Oh, see, I wanted like the flowers to fit inside and that doesn't really make sense. And then you'd have the liner coming from that. Okay, so that's like the vague representation of my idea. Does it work? I like to really see. I'm gonna have to actually block all this out. That is kind of cute. But this has like a lot of heavy black, whereas the rest don't. Maybe if I included way more florals, it could work. Or I could add like another. Can you tell I have a favorite flower that I keep drawing? Okay, it's cute. I do like it, but I think it's just too heavy. All right, trying another one. I really hope I don't have to turn the page on this. And watch us just end up going back to that. I mean, it's not. Could I execute it better? Maybe just keep it more into a circle. So we're in a square, right? But like keep everything inside a circle. Maybe keep the silhouette vibe. I'm not sure. And it's too small. And it's far too small. Let's work with what we're basically going to be using, because this idea kind of needs to be executed properly. So that's my circle. So the cat kind of comes up here. Or if it's more cartoony, maybe the tail kind of comes down this way. I want more of a head, like that. So what if we have like something like this with little flowers on it? I'll have them coming this way. That also fits into this circle. Do I want anything up there, or do I want like the head of the cat to really speak for itself? I feel like it does need something right at the top, or we make the cat taller. So we're either gonna put flowers up here or have a taller cat. Let's try it. I would just like try it here, but if it works perfectly, I'd rather not draw it again. And we have to test it anyway, so why not test it on a little paint the brain thing. So we have a circle inside our square, and we want the cat to kind of come to the top of it. And she has little shoulders with a little booty and a tail. Kind of follows the circle shape. And then I had this sort of flower coming up this way. I had another one here. And this is the other piece. Needs to come up and finish this circle. Well, this part of the circle, I mean. Does it look like it completes a circle? It looks pretty. I hope it works. I think the easiest part to do would be to outline the cats and add in the flowers on the outside of the cat, because I'm not sure how I'm going to do the inside yet. Just do this the way we've done just about everything else. Filling it in and then adding these little guys. Then I guess outline the cat maybe. And then the tail. I'm not breathing. Ugh. Okay. Now how do I do this? I have to like outline the flowers now. We're drawing the outside of it. It might need a little detail in there too. We will see. I'll probably get a smaller pen. Get the real little cracks. Make sure this is dry a little bit, because I'd like to avoid using the Posca pen or a white gel pen as much as possible. Now we erase. See what we get. Okay, so now we fill it in. Let's use the bigger pen for that. Ears. What do we think? I do want a little magic bit here, because it's magic cat. Ooh, I think that turned out. Put them in order. Oh, I'm like, why does it not fit in row of 6? Because I did a week. Ooh, I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm so happy, but I am. It's like exactly what I wanted to do. And then I did it. Like, that doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you have an idea and it doesn't work. Or sometimes you have an idea and then you just don't stick to it. But I've done a pretty darn good job of sticking to my non-negotiables. Ooh. I probably won't film the rest of them, but if you want to continue with this journey, I'll try and post them on Instagram when I do them. Yeah. Also, the prompt list will be linked below if you'd like to use it too. I really like that it's like something visual to draw. I think I already talked about this on day 1, but let's do a little close-up of each of them for your viewing pleasure. Oh, we got the spell book, and then followed by that we got the witch's hat. How many times can I show the same things? We got the skull. Woo! And then the web, which honestly, all the grief. I love it. I love it. I like that it's different than the rest, but also fits together. Tombstone is probably my least favorite. But yeah, look at it. Look at it. And you have the haunted house, which I really like all the detail in that one. And then finally we have
the cat, which we did today. Hi. I really like it. I think it definitely stands out, but I think the more we do, we're gonna end up with more areas of black
in future ones. But for now, I am so happy. And thank you guys for coming along with me as I doodled my way through October. I'll see you guys all next week, and I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!